Let's get your Massachusetts LLC set up correctly and make sure you aren't overspending on any unnecessary startup fees or ongoing expenses. Here are the 7 steps to create your LLC. Also, sign up below for a free LLC formation checklist. Step 1, name your LLC. The most important thing when choosing a name for your business is that it's unique. To make sure the name isn't already being used by another business in Massachusetts, go to this page on the Secretary of Commonwealth's website and type in the name that you'd like to use. As you can see, you probably won't be able to name your new Mexican restaurant Chipotle. When filing with the state, include limited liability company or an abbreviation like LLC at the end of the name. You can find a full list of naming requirements on this page. You'll find links to the name search tool, the naming requirements, and all the resources that we talk about in this video in the description below. Speaking of names, when you've decided on the name of your LLC, I would immediately go and reserve the domain name for your business. I recommend getting a .com domain if it's available. Most domain registrars are going to charge from $10 to over $20 per year for a .com domain. We recommend getting your domain from spaceship.com, where you can get a .com domain for less than $10 for the first year and just a little over $10 for the annual renewals. Step 2, select a registered agent. This is a person or business that will receive important legal documents and notices from the state on your behalf and forward them to you. The registered agent's address will be listed publicly, so I wouldn't recommend being your own registered agent and using your home address as your registered agent's address. Your registered agent must keep normal business hours Monday to Friday, and you can't use a P.O. box. If you want to keep your address private, or you don't want to have someone at a particular address Monday to Friday during business hours, we recommend that you hire a registered agent. On this channel, we've reviewed multiple registered agents, and our 2 favorites are Doola and Northwest Registered Agent. More about them later on in the video. Step 3, submit the Certificate of Organization to the Secretary of Commonwealth of Massachusetts and pay a $500 filing fee plus $20 if you file online. Your Certificate of Organization will include Federal Identification Number if you already have an EIN. You can obtain this later, so don't worry about it if you don't have one yet. The company name, business address, general character of the business, so what your business is going to do, latest date of dissolution. This is optional if you know a date in the future when you want to close the business. Name and address of your registered agent, name and then the address of each manager if their address is different than the business address, authorized executors, anyone besides the managers who can execute documents with the corporations division in Massachusetts. If you don't have a manager, you must list at least one person here. Any additional matters, the signature of whoever submitting the documents to the state, and the registered agent's consent to become your registered agent. You'll find links below to file online, as well as to download the PDF version to print and mail in. Step 4, obtain an employer identification number, EIN. This may also be referred to as a federal tax ID. Think of it as a social security number for your business. If you're the only owner of the LLC and you won't have any employees, you could just use your social security number instead of an EIN, but in most cases it's better to have one. You may need one for banking and for hiring employees. The application process is pretty straightforward and only takes a couple of minutes on the IRS's website. We have a video that'll walk you through how to get one. Step 5, create an operating agreement. This document will state how your LLC will be managed. Massachusetts law doesn't require you to have one, but I recommend creating one even if you're the only member of your LLC. Banks may also ask for a copy of your operating agreement when you go to open a business bank account. If you have a complicated situation with many business partners or investors, you may want to work with a lawyer to draft the operating agreement. But in many cases, especially if it's just you can use one of Northwest Registered Agent's free operating agreement templates that you'll find on this page. Step 6, open a business bank account. This will make it much easier to keep separate your business and personal assets and expenses. It'll also help you maintain the liability protection that your LLC provides. You'll find 2 videos below, one on how to open a business bank account and then another on the best business bank accounts. To keep your business open and in good standing, step number 7, file an annual report and pay an annual fee of $500 plus an additional $20 if you file online. Your annual report and fee are due before your anniversary date each year. If you formed your LLC on June 12, 2025, your first annual report will be due on or before June 12, 2026. One quick note, if you're creating the LLC from abroad, you may need to file a beneficial ownership information report with the Treasury Department's FinCEN after forming your LLC. This requirement has changed a lot over the last year, with a requirement recently being removed for US-based business owners. I'll link to FinCEN's website below so you can check for the latest updates. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing this is the first time you're creating a business, and all these steps could sound overwhelming. The Secretary of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts website might not be the most user-friendly, and you could have questions along the way. Instead of going on your own, as I just described, or paying a lawyer potentially thousands of dollars, I recommend working with a formation service to help you get your LLC set up correctly. There are 2 formation services that we recommend, Northwest Registered Agent and Doola. The process is pretty simple with both. Before I walk you through how to form your LLC with one of them, here's when I would choose one over the other. We recommend doola if you need a registered agent and a virtual mailbox, something you'll want if you work from home and don't have an office. You can get both of these plus an EIN and operating agreement, paying doola $297 per year plus the state fee to form your LLC. Doola doesn't charge anything for the EIN, operating agreement, or for forming your LLC. If you only want to form the LLC and you don't need a virtual mailbox, I'd go with Northwest because you just pay $39 plus the state fee for the first year, and you get their operating agreement and their registered agent service for free for the first year, and then pay $125 for year 2 and beyond for them to continue to be your registered agent. If you have any questions on which service to choose, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's run through how to create your LLC with Northwest. It's pretty similar with doola. It's just that each formation service is going to ask questions in a different order. You'll find links to both in the description below. Here's what it looks like with Northwest. Click Get Started. LLC's already been selected. Scroll down and select Massachusetts. You'll see the standard processing is 1 day. You'll pay the state fee of $520, plus along the side you'll see Northwest $39 fee. Click Continue. Enter the business name you'd like to use. If you have a lawyer and want them to receive a copy of any legal notices, select Yes and enter their email. If no, leave it as No. Write out a business purpose explaining what your business is going to do. Below, choose the physical address and mailing address that you'd like to record with the state. I'll leave our registered agent's address selected for both. How will your LLC be managed? Will it be member managed or manager managed? Will the owners manage the business, or will you elect a manager to run the day-to-day operations of the business for you? If at any point you have questions, click on the question icon to learn more. And if you still have questions, you'll see their phone number listed here, or you can fill out this form on their contact page. I'll add my information as member 1 and leave selected our registered agent's address as the address to record with the state. If you have additional members, click Add Member and add their information. On the next screen, add your contact details, first and last name, phone number, and address. Create your Northwest account by entering your email and choosing a password. Here you can add their business identity bundle. You get a domain, website, email, and phone for free for 90 days and then $21.60 a month after that. Or you can add a domain, website, business email, or phone individually down below. I won't add any of these. There are other services I'd rather use for my domain, website, and business email. This is a good point to mention. We have a free training that'll walk you through everything you need when starting a new business. Logo, business name, domain, website, business email, business bank account, and more. To get access, sign up using the link in the description. Here are some additional options you might want to consider. I like that Northwest doesn't try to bundle each of these into a different packages, forcing you to sign up for a more expensive package, including several things that you just don't need to get the one thing you do. I'd rather be able to choose what I want a la carte. If you don't want to deal with getting an EIN on your own, Northwest will get it for you for $50 if you have a social security number. Again, if you want to take care of it yourself, our video in the description walks you through step by step. You can elect to have your LLC taxed as an S Corp. If you're just getting started, you might not need this yet. This can help you save money on taxes, but normally it's not worth it until you're earning somewhere in the range of $50,000 to $100,000 of profit per year through your LLC. There's a video about S Corps down below. If you need a virtual mailbox, Northwest doesn't offer this service in Massachusetts. You can get a virtual mailbox from Anytime Mailbox, or as I mentioned earlier, have doola form your LLC. If you're doing business under a name besides the name of your LLC, you can also add a DBA for $125 plus the state fee. If you selected everything you'd like to add, click Continue. Fill out your payment information and click Done. Tomorrow, you'll have your Massachusetts LLC. If you're having Northwest get your EIN, they'll ask you to fill in some additional information after the payment screen. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to use our affiliate links in the description when forming an LLC. We could earn a commission at no cost to you. Now it's important that you don't make any common LLC mistakes with your newly created business. To avoid them, watch this video right here. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.